On today's IRS tax update, we will take a look at the latest developments this tax season, including those who are still not seeing updates when checking the status of their refund status results online. From there, we will check in on those who are seeing that 810 refund freeze code on their tax transcripts, and we'll recap those ongoing refund delays due to the need to complete ID verification. Meanwhile, for those who have had to file an amended tax return, you may end up facing additional delays of 8 months, if not longer, so we will take a look at that as well. Now, as tax processing continues, we are hearing from viewers, particularly those who filed before the tax season, even started indicating that they are still encountering these messages when checking the status of their tax refund results, including the message seen here that their return processing has been delayed beyond the normal time frame. Now, this particular message does not mean there is an issue with the tax return, but rather, it is an automated message generated by the IRS computer system. The IRS computer sets an automatic target date for return processing completion at 21 days. So if you are seeing this message, you have or will be shortly reaching that 21-day mark, which then results in the automatic change from the message seen on the left to the message seen on the right. If you encounter tax topic code 152 that is a normal tax processing code and does not indicate any issue, and even if that tax topic code disappears, it again does not indicate any problem. However, for those viewers, seeing tax topic code 151, that means there was an issue with the tax return, most likely resulting in a refund adjustment. Now, while the IRS sets a target date of 21 days for completing the tax return, that is not guaranteed, especially if the taxpayer must complete ID verification or submit required documentation to the IRS if requested. Another reminder is that tax transcripts will provide more up-to-date information than "Where's my refund status results?" And while some viewers may actually see their refund before an update to the refund status results, there has to be a tax transcript update before the IRS releases that tax refund. Now we had a number of viewers reach out indicating they are seeing the 810 refund code appear on their tax transcripts, and in some cases, even before their tax return is listed on file, as seen on the tax transcript shown here. There are a variety of reasons why a taxpayer will encounter the 810 code, including the need to complete ID verification, or it could be in regards to the tax credits being claimed, review of self-employment income, verification of W-2 and 1099 income. The return could also have been flagged by the tax shelter deduction team, or part of the frivolous return program. Now, in order for the refund freeze to be lifted, the department within the IRS that set the 810 refund freeze code will have to normally release it with the 811 code. So the question ultimately remains how to determine what is the cause of the refund freeze. And some viewers reported reaching out to the IRS after 21 days had passed since filing the tax return, asking which specific department put the refund freeze on the tax return. The initial feedback we have received from those few who actually got answers from an IRS phone representative is that it had to do with ID verification and that they had to wait for a letter in the mail. The initial feedback we have received from those few who actually got answers from an IRS phone representative is that it had to do with ID verification and that they had to wait for a letter in the mail. Meanwhile, other viewers indicated they received no help from the IRS over the phone and were told to wait an additional 30 days before calling back. So while it is an option to call the IRS after 21 days since filing if impacted by this, it does not appear many will get any specific answers. It is recommended that you check back after the next mass tax transcript update on Friday morning to see if there has been any movement on your tax account, including new codes. Another major cause of refund delays this year has been the need to complete ID verification, and for those impacted are often encountering the message seen to the left when checking their refund status results indicating action is required, and they must verify both their identity and tax information. Now, for those of you who have not had your tax return uploaded to the computer system specifically, those who are not showing any tax transcript updates, there is a chance you will encounter this message after your return is uploaded. We have had a number of viewers reach out indicating they never received the ID verification letter from the IRS in the mail, which was needed to complete the ID process online, and that they selected the option listed on the right requesting to please resent the letter. And in two specific cases, the tax filers received the letter within 5 business days. Now, for those of you who have been encountering this ID message for at least 2 weeks and have not received any notices and do have the option to have the letter resent please at this time, go ahead and select that option. Last year, we saw a significant amount of cases where the taxpayer never received the notice in the mail from the IRS, which lead to months of additional refund delays. So this is unfortunately not a new problem. Once you successfully complete ID verification, you will encounter the message on the right confirming completion, and to allow up to 9 weeks for processing and ultimately issuing of that refund, as long as there are no other issues with the return in question. Now, in most cases, we saw last year that wait time was actually on average closer to about 2 to 3 weeks. It is also important to note, if impacted by this, that completing ID verification is the first part, and you will also be required to verify information from your tax return, so make sure to have a copy of that accessible during the process. For those of you who have or will be filing an amended tax return this year, do note some of you may be waiting on average 6 to 8 months for your amended return to be processed. Now, processing of these returns usually takes the longest, as they assign to an IRS processor, and we have had viewers in some cases wait over 14 months to finally see a refund from their amended return. Unfortunately, there is no way to fast-track the processing of these returns even after reaching out to the taxpayer advocate for assistance. Also, make sure to check the Where's My Amended Return feature on the IRS website, and not the regular Where's My Refund option for updates, as well as checking your tax transcripts. Let us know in the comments section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.